Hey guys, this is Simon Sage from Into Mobile. We're taking a look at the Android app player on the PlayBook Beta 2.0 OS. We got Chris Smith from RIM here to run us through some of the example apps here. How's it going, Chris?
It's going good.
So what are we looking at here?
So this is the Android player. You can see it's right now kind of in the background on the PlayBook home screen. I've got a number of apps down here in my app bar. They look and appear just like any other app on the PlayBook. So what I can do is go ahead and launch. Well, I'll launch the IMDb app. And as I'm doing that, I'm just wondering if I have Wi-Fi connectivity.
Yeah, we'll see.
So if I don't, then that'll be a short demo. Let's try. I don't think I do. I'll turn it on later. So this one here is a cool one. We showed this one in the keynote. It's a pool break app, and it's actually, what's interesting about this is it's using hardware accelerated OpenGL to do the rendering. So you can see it's very rich in terms of the graphic capability, and I can kind of pull back and shoot. See the physics of the balls colliding, and it's a pretty rich, visually rich game. I can go down here. You can see at the bottom I've got this this toolbar. Would I like to save this current game state? Let's see.
Nah.
I've got this icon bar at the bottom where I'm seeing the applications that are currently running in the Android player. I also have the back button to be able to jump back between apps. So if I let's try the good old paper toss game.
So it was mentioned during the general keynote that that you guys didn't necessarily even talk to the developers about testing these in the first place. It was a pretty simple process getting them to run on the PlayBook, right?
Well, what we've done, certainly we've talked to the developers, the owners of the content, to make sure we could pull it across. But I think the point that was being made is that these applications were able to be ported without having access to any of the source code. So this is strictly taking the APK binary file and repackaging it as a bar file so that it looks and feels like a native secure application of the PlayBook, and brought it up on the platform running in the player. So we didn't have to make any modifications to the code, or in fact even recompile the code to be able to deliver this. So we've got pretty standard little.
Yeah, it's a classic recognizable app for sure.
Right. So so this is another one. What else do we have? This is like a soccer scores app, so just kind of a typical content app.
And these are Android 2.3.3 apps right now, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so and what's the progression going to be like for, say, an ice cream sandwich? When the source code comes out, is this going to be upgradable to those kinds of apps, or?
Yeah, I mean, we intend to track the open source. So as it becomes available, we'll look at providing updates. But what we've done here is just opened up a huge catalog of content. I mean, I think that the vast majority of applications in Marketplace today are built on Gingerbread, and this is what we're providing right now.
Cool. And this kind of functionality is going to be going forward with BBX on smartphones, right?
That's right. Yep. So we'll provide support for the Android player on BBX as well. So this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna have to pick it up to
that's fine.
to play it. But if you can look up here, we've got this is like the classic dogfight where you're controlling the aircraft with the accelerometer, and it's pretty visually rich. So this is where it's pretty responsive. Where did I get? There we go. So that didn't turn out so good. So yeah, you get the feeling. I mean, we're seeing a lot of these applications come across and work exceptionally well on the tablet form factor, even if in many cases they've been designed for the smartphone. And as I said, with a huge hit rate on the number of apps that come across without any changes to code whatsoever.
You have Pulse Snooze Reader on here too, right?
I do. What I'm going to have to do for that is make sure that I have Wi-Fi connectivity, and I do. And let me just see if I can fire that up. So I've got it right here. And
they all show up in the native BlackBerry OS just as any other app, right?
That's correct. So they show up on the kind of main ribbon here, just like any other application.
And they'll show up in App World all the same, right?
They will look and feel like an application, like any other application for the platform in Apple. Yeah.
Cool. So we've seen the 3D graphics are working, the accelerometer is working. Obviously, it's kind of expected that some core Android stuff like Google Maps integration won't be included. Are there any other particular caveats? Like, will Bluetooth work on here, or are there any other gaps that some application developers will have to work around?
There are. There's actually a list of APIs up on our Android developer website, and it kind of provides you all the details. I'm not sure what's happening with Pulse, but it doesn't seem like it's working right now.
That's fine. Cool. So where do developers need to go if they want to start porting their Android apps to the BlackBerry Playbook?
So that's a good point. Put me on the spot. It's, you go to developer.blackberry.com, and I think it's under Android Runtime or something similar. But if you jump to that main jump off page, you have a little we have a little graphic that helps guide you through what the right application environment is for you, and there's a link there to get you to the Android environment.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Chris.
No problem.